This is a tarot card reading for the Zodiac Sign Taurus for the week of the 23rd till the 31st of January 2021. I start with the past and then I will talk about what situations you're in at present, and then I tell you what the cards give us for the future. This is a general reading, so please only take what resonates, and please like and subscribe or leave a comment if you like. Yeah, starting with the past, I see that you are trying to leave something behind you. I think that there are several things that you're looking at. I think that because this lays next to the Four of Pentacles, I believe that maybe work-wise you had to either look at a different solution for expanding your work where you were now, or maybe even leave the job behind that you were doing and choose for something completely different. And I can also see that there is a heartache from a past relationship, and there was a third person in there, and there was a breakup, and you're leaving that situation as well. So I think that there are two things that you are trying to leave behind, but they are still behind you, so they haven't been worked through, but you were trying to let go of that. I can see that in the future you're going to be successful in that. You will finally let that go. But in the past you were still holding on to this. Maybe you got insecure from that relationship, but maybe also about your work. I think that things didn't work out as much as you hoped for, work-wise, and I think that you did not have the work that you really wanted, but you just did this work, maybe temporary, or you believed it was temporary, and you believed that you would maybe this would turn into a long contract or something like that, but I think it didn't, and it didn't give you the security that you needed, that you wanted. I think this card is very important because you have it twice, so it's telling you something about something that you're holding on to. I can see further that you have met someone that you really felt good with. You maybe were in love with. They were in love with you, I can see that, and they still are. I think this is still a relationship that you are thinking about because it's still there at present. You feel really good with this person. You have a deep understanding with each other. You feel that they totally understand you. You really like each other. I believe that you maybe know each other from the past. It can also be that this person is a bit older than you. Of course, any situation can be turned around, so it can also be that that person is much younger than you. But because I'm saying that because it lays next to the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is like a father figure, or somebody who is really helping you and listening to you. And I think that this if this is about this person in your life, I think that they listen to you, and I think that I had this person in readings before where they were waiting for you to come to them. They are a very patient person, and they feel that this is a strong connection between the two of you, and so therefore they understand the situations you are in, that you are still hurt from the past, but they are hoping for future with you. This card lays next to the Four of Pentacles, and so it is also they see a long-term relationship with you, and so they have the time for that. For maybe one of you, or very few of you, this is a father figure who's telling you. You still hear their voice. I think they maybe didn't approve of this relationship, or yeah, they were maybe in between your relationship and the decisions you made for relationships. I'm saying that because you also have the card healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And I think for some of you, that is still in the way you have been brought up, the way you have been, yeah, you still heard that voice, or you were still listening maybe to your parents' advice. So you heard this voice telling them what you were supposed to do or not supposed to do. And I think you're letting go of that. But I think for maybe one of you, that is important to hear, that yeah, that stood in the way, but that you are going to make your own decisions for the things that you want. I can see that you are yet you can't see what to choose for. So something is influencing you to not get to this person, to not be free for that. And it is that you're holding on to something. So you're holding on to something that you would feel better if you let that go. So that is one thing. And yeah, so you're blindfolded because you don't know where to go, what to choose. Because I think that you still feel so much connected, maybe to this ex-person in your life that you are so hurt from. Maybe it is only something that you are imagining, that you belong together, and yeah, you had this stability together. Maybe there was a marriage. Maybe you had owned a house together, or owned possessions together, and that gave you this security. That was not about this love that you shared with each other. And I think you are blindfolded now. You don't know anymore what you feel, maybe. That was in the past still, but you are looking at everything that was gone, everything that was spilled, everything that was actually, yeah, you didn't need to worry about it because they were gone already. You could look at these cups that were still standing there, because yeah, that's still there. That's the future. This is not the future. The past you can't change anymore. Well, saying that, of course, if it is about these healing family issues, then you can still maybe yeah, discuss things or disconnect yourself from something. I think, yeah, you can disconnect yourself from the past. I think I didn't say, but this person, the King of Cups, it can also be a parent, that you are a parent, and that makes it really difficult to get to this person that you love. And so then maybe you're taking care of them on your own, and you just need to hold on to yeah, to make sure that they are all right. So that can be also the case. Now you I believe yeah, you are looking at how to move on. So you were looking in the past of how to move on, and I think you have an idea of for your work, and I think something is growing there. Something, I think you have maybe planted the seed and now it is growing. I think you have done something to, I think, work-wise, but you could also see it like that with this new person in your life. You had conversations, you really like them, so there's also something has started. But if you see, this card lays next to the Three of Swords, but you're not facing the heartache at the moment, and I think that there is a reason for that. I think so you're facing this, you're still facing what you had in the past. So so that makes this grow slower than you want it to grow, because it's just like a very slow process. You still can't face the heartache. And although you are moving on with your life, I can see that in the near future you are going to really work on it and leave it behind. But at present you're still with it. You still don't really face this. You don't face that this happened to you. So it is a big heart. You can't miss it. There are 3 swords in it, and yeah, I think that you just really didn't want to see that. You really want to keep it all solid. If you see this person holds on, they are holding on tight to their coins, and yeah, so maybe they don't want a divorce, or maybe they believe they are trying to, they can't move on with the same person from the past, because yeah, there was a 3rd person in there, but they can't leave the past behind and move on. Yeah, move on. And yeah, so there's too much hurt in there still, but it's going towards the sun, and it's going towards the 4 of Swords, which means yeah, you're going to recover from that, and that was really then the end of it. So you're doing well. But getting to the 4 of Pentacles again, you are like, this is more and more like you're holding on to this coin, and so you, it's like, yeah, your heart is locked in this box, and you just, it's like it's buried, and you don't want to take it out, and nobody will get the key to your heart, so to say. And I think that is why, however, whatever is growing here, if you're holding it too tight like this, no matter what it is, you and you don't share it, you're not giving anything to yeah, to grow in this, then of course it can't grow. And yeah, it is something that you can only decide for yourself when the time is there to open your heart to someone else, or to yeah, also maybe let go of of rules or routines or habits, something that you kept wanting. It's maybe just something that you keep doing that has no benefit for you. And you have the 2 of Cups, and yeah, so this person, so you have it together with the 4 of Wands as well. So this is like, this person feels this is like the other person, so the person you are with, or that you get closer to, they really feel like this is a strong connection, soulmate, twin flame connection. They really yeah, want the stability with you. So they are waiting for you, and they really want it, but they can see that they you can't go anywhere with you. With this, if you're holding on like this, they realize that it's just that it is impossible to yeah, to move on with you, to have a life with you. And it is a pity, because you do have a lot of passion together. You do have there is an attraction between the 2 of you. You are listening together. You are in love with each other. You really like each other. And yeah, it is something that maybe you feel that you have known them as well, because it lays next to the 4 of Wands. Maybe you did know them from the past. This is something really beautiful. And yeah, there is a new beginning there. So I can see this new beginning. It is there, but you have to, well, you don't have to at all. You don't need to anything. But I think for yourself, to feel better, it would be something to try and let go a bit of what you're holding on to, or at least find out why it is so important to hold on and not open up to people. And yeah, it can also be the other way around, as I said. But you have the Four of Wands. So this is something that, yeah, it's like maybe you're moving house. That can be for some of you. Maybe you have been holding on to yeah, something. Maybe it is about, if it is about a divorce and about a house, then you can probably stay in the house where you have lived. It can also be that you moved and that you're working on the house. This can also mean that you are moving closer to that person that you want to be with, the person that you are in love with. I can see that here. At present, this is growing in a relationship, and it becomes more, it gets more form, it gets more like now it starts to become a relationship. And before, it was all like, no, you couldn't do that because there was too much hurt from the past in there. I can see that in the near future, so not very long anymore, you're really going to recover from this heartache. You see here, it's a very large heart. Here, it's a tiny heart, and it's out the window. So yeah, you still feel like you haven't recovered, but that is because you're facing it now. You're facing your hurt. You're not anymore looking at another direction. You can see now more and more what it was, and you can also face the pain. So that's a good start to heal yourself from this. And it lays next to the sun. Yeah, that's a beautiful card to have in this whole reading. If you would see that this yeah, curtain or flag, it is like, that is the heart. And yeah, it's like, it's now the sun is shining and it shines a light on it. It shines on what it is, and also that you feel free again. Because you let go of the pain, and you feel like you were, as you were a child, where you were really happy with things, and that you felt like, yeah, where it was not so important, you didn't worry about things. And I think in the near future you feel so relieved about it all that you can let it go. I think that you are going to feel so much better. And yeah, that's also work-wise. So I think that there's maybe, yeah, maybe money coming your way, or maybe you receive some money from, yeah, as a gift, or yeah, or this is about a job offer, but something that makes you happy. And yeah, you also have the moon. It is reversed, so there are no secrets anymore. There's nothing that you don't know anymore about what it was in the past, or what this new person means to you. I think you do know it, and it is clear to you as well why you couldn't get there, why you couldn't get to this home, why all this, why you had all these wands in front of you. You have the Four of Wands, so that is this home, and I think you now have found a way to work away these wands. So you're not going quick, but you will find the house again, because it lays next to the reversed moon. So you will, and yeah, with all this, so with the Four of Swords, I didn't show you this card, but you know, it's like calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations helping you together. And I think you realize that you really are happy with this person, that actually they have everything you want, and so much more than what you believed in the future, or maybe more than what you had in the past with this person. That there was a third person in there. So I think that you are going to be, yeah, in the future, not very long anymore, you're going to be so much relieved and happy, and you're going to really make plans. So you have the Judgment card. So yeah, maybe that was a divorce, or maybe you are just accepting a divorce now, and so that things will fall in its place. but I think this is also like waking you up to from this nightmare or from this restrictions, the Four of Pentacles where you kept holding on. I think it releases you and you see now, you see the things as they are, and yeah, you're going to be really relieved with, yeah, you feel like a newborn, I think. And you suddenly, so because this card lays next to the Four of Wands, so I think, yeah, you really feel free to do what you want and to go where you want to go, and you feel more successful as well. And so you're weighing up what is important for you, and yeah, so you came from not knowing, maybe even being scattered, just not blindfolded, trying to move away from a situation. You're really now coming to realistically weighing your options and realistically make plans for the future. And yeah, so I like to close this reading with this card: express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay, Taurus, yeah, that is what I have for you. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.